सो हमने देखा था ब्लॉक डायग्राम और उसमें हमने देखा था इनपुट, सीपीयू एंड आउटपुट। सो हमें उसके अंदर भी पॉइंट्स लिखने हैं। सो हम आज देखेंगे ब्लॉक डायग्राम के पॉइंट्स। सो फर्स्ट आता है इनपुट यूनिट। तो इनपुट यूनिट में है इनपुट यूनिट कंसिस्ट ऑफ इनपुट डिवाइसेस, mouse, keyboard, scanner, joystick, light, pen, etc. These devices are used to input information or instruction into computer system like other electronic devices or machines. A computer takes input as raw data, binary numbers, data that explodes and performance necessary processing, giving out the processed data. Therefore, the input unit is the medium of communication that takes data from user in a organized manner for processing. So हम उसमें highlights में लिखेंगे the input unit converts the input data or instructions in the form of binary data for further processing. Transmits the data to the main memory of the computer. So अब आता है CPU. CPU का फुल फॉर्म है सेंट्रल प्रोसेसिंग यूनिट। So CPU में है CPU is known as the brain of the computer system. It is an electronic hardware device that processes all the operations of the computer. It is also responsible for handling the operation of CPU. CPU के operations unit है CU, MU and ALU. CU का फुल फॉर्म है कंट्रोल यूनिट, MU का मेमोरी यूनिट एंड ALU का एरिथमेटिक एंड लॉजिकल यूनिट। अब हम देखेंगे उसके ऑपरेटर्स। कंट्रोल यूनिट एज द नेम सजेस्ट द कंट्रोल यूनिट ऑफ अ CPU controls all the activities and operations of a computer. It is also responsible for controlling input, output, memory and other devices connected to the CPU. The control unit acts like the supervisor, which determines the sequence in which computer programs and instructions are executed and understand the sequence of tasks to be performed. It further transmits the instructions to the other part of the computer system. ALU का है arithmetic and logic unit. The data inputted through input devices is stored in the primary memory unit. The ALU perform arithmetic and logic operations. The arithmetic unit controls simple operations such as addition, subtraction, division and multiplication. On the other side, logical operations perform and or greater than, smaller than, etc. Memory unit MU. Memory unit an important part of the computer system which is used to store data and instructions before and after processing. The memory unit transmits the information to other unit of the computer system when required. There are two types of memory, primary memory and secondary memory. So हम primary memory and secondary के देखेंगे. Primary memory cannot store a vast amount of data. The data stored in the primary memory is temporary. The data will be lost if the power supply goes off. The primary usually store the input data and in idea they calculate the data. It is known as main memory for RAM. RAM is the example of primary memory. प्राइमरी मेमोरी टेम्पररी मेमोरी है क्योंकि जब पावर सप्लाई ऑफ हो जाती है तो उसके जो डाटास होते हैं वो सारे डिलीट हो जाते हैं और वो वापस रिटर्न नहीं मिलते हैं. सो सेकेंडरी मेमोरी The use of primary memory is not possible to store data permanently for further access. Therefore, there are some other options to store data permanently for future purpose, which is known as secondary memory. इसमें सारे डाटा स्टोर होते हैं और पावर ऑफ होने में भी डाटा लॉस्ट नहीं होते हैं. The data stored in the secondary memory if the power supply goes off hard disk is usually considered as secondary memory. अभी output unit consists of devices that are used to display the result or output of the processing. The output data is the first in the memory and then display in human understandable from. हाईलाइट्स में हम लिखेंगे द आउटपुट यूनिट एक्सेप्ट द डाटा इन बाइनरी फ्रॉम द मेन मेमोरी. द आउटपुट यूनिट कन्वर्ट द बाइनरी डाटा इनटू अ ह्यूमन रीडेबल फ्रॉम फॉर बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग.